great find to his partner.
Kentucky had gone 7 minutes without a bucket. They get back-to-back threes, looking for more with Poythress driving in. And it's a quick 8 for Kentucky. Slipping, getting it to Warney, who's able to muscle it home to tie it at 4.
What a great pass. A tremendous finish by the big fella. He came to play today.
He sure did. Purified with another lap at this dunk ball. You can get Stony Brook in the game. Murray a little blow right now. Seymour Julius. Nice duck in.
And Poythress. He stood right in. Wow. And Coppenrath from Vermont.
Taylor, who played for Tommy Brennan, who got his start at Seton Hall, overcame that and did well at Vermont as a coach.
I'll tell you what, Raph. Tracy talked about getting Murray going. He is not going to be shy. He will continue to be aggressive as Poythress program. Having the success they've had this year will only help in terms of recruiting and getting the respect on the national stage.
Well, you know, Grant, they had so many heartbreaks getting to their conference tournament final, only not able to close the deal to this year as Poythress.
He's one of the best assist men in the conference, and he has to sit.
Well, Gilder was really a member of the highly rated recruiting class.
He had a good game yesterday, 10 points, 4 rebounds.
He can score, get a shot up the dribble, good offensive play in transition as well.
Briscoe kick out, Poythress 3. Got it.
Well, that's big.
Kentucky on the ropes deep into the second half before the Wildcats came back and won it 93-80 over Georgia.
Mark Fox had them ready to play. They started off so well. Kentucky had their hands full, but they responded to the challenge.
Poythress working the paint. Nice shot.
I'm going to tell you.
That regular season win in overtime had the winning basket, 79-77.
No, Kentucky does a great job adjusting at halftime. Yesterday, they outscored Georgia 49-31.
Back to Poythress from Lewis. Georgia has made 46 substitutions in the game so far.
Holy Joe Shannon is going to rest players. Once we'll play 2-3-minute spurts. Play hard, not a zoning. They come out in a man.
I know a guy that can shoot him out of his zone once they get it in his hands. Here's Poythress inside, though. Nice move by Poythress.
They need that out of him. He shows it.
19-9 was the biggest lead.
Poythress wanted the ball. Get him the ball inside. They're going to get him involved.
He goes over Mayton and got the roll.
Thank you. They're going to get him inbound.
It's been a dandy. Kentucky one possession away from evening this thing up. Trail by 3.
Those two games are going to be great tonight, though. Kentucky, Virginia, and certainly Kansas and West Virginia. Two great matchups.
Tyler Ulis on the baseline looking for a screen from Poythress.
I said Kentucky, I mean North Carolina, who played like A game. If they played their A game like they did against Notre Dame, I think they were a team that was tough to beat.
Poythress hook shot, got it.
They're going to be more. They're going to be more. He's got so much confidence. What I like about Georgia, they got that swag. Got beat by 34. Do you know they also lost by 34 at the Texas A&M?
Well, if you're going to lose to the 1 and 2 seeds in the conference, you might as well get hammered.
Yeah, by 68 points, not bad. Go inside of Poythress again. Go to Poythress.
I think he wanted to get it. He finally does. And his hook is good again.
At 5 now, Ulis has to shoot. Rattles it off the iron, and they'll get it again. Labissiere with the rebound. 5 offensive rebounds already for Kentucky. Alabama, to their credit, doing a nice job defensively, but they got to get a rebound somehow.
Not like most teams on their first night out and first coming out. Kentucky slow making shots.
Poythress from deep, knocks down a 3.
One of, if not the best player we have in our league, and he'll have a seat. We have seen more of those calls, though, in this tournament than I've seen all season.
Poythress, baseline, good.
Minutes, they won that game, and Tennessee wore down a little bit. We saw Rick Barnes after the game. He was proud of how his kids played.
And he should be as well.
With Ulis on the sideline with 2 fouls, Briscoe becomes a point guard, and he is so good with the ball.
Outside, Poythress. 3-pointer.
Kentucky, he says we can't let them get those threes wide open. We got to at least contest them. But when you got Alex Poythress, a guy who's not usually a three-point shooter making threes, you kind of shake your head a bit.
Yeah, they're very capable, and there's Poythress right on cue. And Cayley, they, for the most part, will make you play their game.
Yes. They will defend you, and they will rebound.
Score points in the paint. Couldn't stop it.
44 points in that ballgame for A&M in the paint. Wow.
Working deep into the shot clock again. Tyler Eulis. Labissiere comes out to set it. Bounce pass to Poythress. He goes up. Team that almost went undefeated last year, too. Obasahan for three. Just off the mark. Willis with the rebound. Eulis rather heads up all the way. Poised for spin.
Wow.
He scored 10 of Alabama's last 12 points.
If you're Alabama, you can't trade buckets, so you got to find a way to get a stop. And if Kentucky goes to a pick and roll with Poythress and Eulis, that's what was damaging the first two games against this Alabama squad.
Murray drives. Clock's got 5 as Poythress launches another three.
And it was a convincing LSU victory down in Baton Rouge.
One of the few times this year that Kentucky has gotten out rebounded badly. A plus 14 for LSU.
Poythress. There's the punctuation mark for senior.
Well, earlier today in the SEC, Texas A&M defeated Vanderbilt, and they've earned the #1 seed in the SEC tournament. This year again played in Nashville.
Better set by LSU here defensively.
Poythress.
Until the big.
Eulis. Wow. Another assist. He's got 17.
And the defense is just all over the place.
3 on 1.
Yep.
There's the lead. And the give. And the dunk.
And let the senior finish.
.7:21 to go. Derek Willis. There we go. Follow. .6:13 to go.
This is a nice
Set an off game after that. There's Kayvon Allen. Backpedals, fires, rims out the jumper. And Labissiere with a rebound.
Carter's really struggled shooting the basketball this year. What a great pass. Tremendous look right there. They beat him down to Rupp Arena. They've been dominant at home.
Perfect at 16-0 at Rupp. They haven't lost there, in fact, in 2 years ago in overtime against Arkansas. Murray slipped a little bit, but the extra pass and up and under to Poythress. Nice ball movement by.
I think those 4 plus 1 of this Florida, Alabama, LSU bunch will emerge either in this last week of the regular season or more likely with an upset or 2 in the SEC tournament.
Poythress with a slam.
You know, Poythress.
And Florida can get it back to single digits if they score. Dorian Finney-Smith way outside. Here's Murray. Behind the back, dishes to Eulis. The extra pass to Poythress.
Oh, what tremendous basketball there.
5.5-minute mark. 13 points. Kentucky lead.
3 perimeter players have played well. Briscoe, Murray, and Eulis.
Eulis wraps the pass around to Briscoe. The extra toss to Poythress. And that's. Lead cut to 10. Here's Poythress. Nice drive. Baseline drive. All 7 of Alabama's. And they lead by 2. They make a run at Eulis on the outside, and Poythress lays it in, and that will get
other bigs in this situation to set the on-ball screen and be able to finish in a nice job. That time, beautiful feed by Tyler Ulis. You see an acrobatic finish by Alex Poythress. They go into that zone.
Alabama in the zone. Yep. Murray. There's Poythress. Was going to face up. Now he takes the hook. And that is 10 games now in SEC play where he's had 20 or more.
And think about it, he's got 20 of their 29 points.
Like you said, he might end up with 35, but they might only have 45 when it's over. Oh, all alone. The message didn't get through. Coming off a 22-point game in the loss over the weekend. Sean mentioned earlier a 35-pointer at LSU was the shining moment for him so far this year, but he's played his heart out tonight here for Alabama on the road at Rupp. Poythress. Willis on the baseline. Rimmed out at 3. Battle for the rebound. Poythress. Kind of a loose ball.
All 3 of the field goals coming with at least 1 foot in the paint for Tennessee.
Here's Poythress with the left hand.
If he wants to assert himself.
Armani Moore will try through way off the mark, and Briscoe's got another board. And the lob to Poythress.
Remember how to do it.
That's good. Drive by Armani Moore. Even the shots inside not dropping right now for the Vols. Approaching the midway point of the half. Poythress got it.
That's just beautiful.
Here's an open look for punter finally.
Impressed with the ball movement and man movement against the zone. I think so often when you see a team attack a zone defense, they're stagnant. They stand still once the ball passes out of their hands. But what's impressing me is as the ball leaves the hands of one Kentucky player, they're moving, relocating to another spot.
Nice pick and roll to Poythress.
As going in the locker room, the free throws, not needing to foul and sending them to the free throw line. I think that's what really disrupted the flow of this game was the number of free throws that we saw down the stretch.
On Frank Mason, his first. Four minutes in, 1 point lead, Kentucky. Ulis trying to get inside again. Nice cut by Poythress, and he'll finish strong.
He is taking ownership of this team and running with it.
And ownership really means that it's not everything isn't going to be directed by the coach, because coach-directed teams are only going to go so far. You've got to have player leadership. Important 2-minute stretch here as we go toward halftime. Kentucky's got the arrow. If there's no change in possession of that arrow, Kentucky starts the second half with the basketball. So how this last 2 minutes is handled could wind up determining the outcome of the game when it's all said and done.
Ulis the drive, the kick, the cutter is Poythress, and he'll slam Kentucky.
Stay in front of him. Gerald Vick did a good job, but he just got blown by.
Vick misses the 3, down with the rebound Briscoe.
Too quick on the trigger by the freshman Vick. After he gave up that drive, taking that quick shot, now all of a sudden Kansas playing defense again.
Poythress open inside the arc, and 5 quick points.
Back in that hybrid defense.
Poythress slams it home.
Here come the Wildcats with numbers. And a finger roll missing. There's Poythress with the stick back. Van Leer on a 3. Straight on, but short. Here's Briscoe.
Kentucky never gets out of control in transition. They're always under control. If it's not there, they don't force it. They don't throw up crazy shots. Very, very well coached basketball team.
Poythress. Back out to Ulis with 7 on the shot clock. Return to Poythress on the baseline jumper, and it's true.
When you think about these numbers he's put together, 85-2 since he's been here against unranked teams at home when his Kentucky team's been ranked, and they're usually always ranked.
People underestimate at times how difficult it is to win, and of course here the expectations so lofty. Murray on the drive and kick to Poythress. Poythress battling inside.
About the kids, he was upset how his teammates weren't playing as hard as he felt they should. And a lot of people think that, so, well, maybe there's no chemistry. I don't believe that at all. I think it's just a kid who got frustrated losing some games, who hates to lose.
Certainly understandable. And man, that's the third foul, as I said, against Alex Poythress.
Well, right now, Vanderbilt's got to establish a little tempo here. Very important part of the game for them to get back in this game, get some confidence.
Boy, that is a big time that, Dick Vitale.
I like the way he's come out here aggressively, offensively. Jones really wanting the ball a little bit more.
Poythress with a nice step-through move. Now the lead is down to just 7.
You know, Roberson's one of those kids that's really what you call a blue-collar guy. Just gives you good, solid defense, can play 2 positions, 4 or 5.
Show and go by Poythress.
Then I would see you can make that argument. But they got to win a little more. They got to win today. He's certainly an outstanding rebounder, passes the ball well. I think he's too unselfish offensively.
What a great problem to have as a coach, though, huh? That's too unselfish.
Terrific player.
Briscoe with a ball fake. Kicks it to a wide-open Poythress, and he knocks down the middle.
Ulis with a man off the mark, but cleaning it up is Alex Poythress. Good job by last time he played here at home, made 8 3-pointers. And Poythress again doing a good job on the boards and a putback.
Well, aggressiveness
Gives way to Bell. Bell denied that time by Willis. Ulis now pushing. To the basket, Poythress. And he's off to a very good start.
And we're knotted at 14 as Bryce Brown is on the board. And we're not tied for long as Poythress is a pretty good punch. And I'm not sure that you would have made that shot in Horace if he tried that one today.
I might have tapped that too.
Down to a 3-point lead. Time guarding Ulis out front. Good help by Bowers on the screen. What a pass by Murray to Poythress. How did that?
Got the second.
I want to say, if you're going to be a team and you're going to beat Kentucky in this building.
Away by Murray. Off to Ulis. Blocked by Kessens. There's Poythress. His follow is good.
Shoot around, but he's got springs. Just go right back up. I was here in the Winthrop game. He had 14 points. He did that. Now, it was a much smaller team, not athletic team in Winthrop, but he just went right back up where it went to the rim.
Down to basket. Poythress. Ulis. Too strong. Rebound. Poythress lays it up and in.
Davis like
Tyler Ulis and Alex Poythress saying that they need to keep creating spacing so they can get it to Poythress off the pick and roll. He's got to have a lane to the basket. He's liked what they've done there, but he thinks they can do more.
There's no question, Laura. I mean, here they are. They're trying to run it again. I mean, it's almost unstoppable. When those
everything. I mean, Avery Johnson thought the discussion today was like there may not be a better point guard in the country than the kid right there, number 3.
Here's the double. They're trying it now. Somebody's going to be open somewhere. Poythress.
Wow.
See, these are the moments that
Taylor just shoved him right under the bucket.
Taylor cannot block the shot.
So far, they're riding some momentum.
See if this crowd can't give them a little bit of push. Remember, just 43 hours since they last played. Quick turnaround for Alabama.
And what language does Obasanjo speak to him in? He speaks 4 languages, so he could do some confusion at times. 3 of the night. Now 2 of 6 beyond the 3-point line.
Here's Briscoe inside. Ulis. Briscoe. Poythress. Alex Poythress with
Drive by Gray. Just had a couple of those earlier, but didn't finish, and that one went in.
Turned the corner and easily got all the way to the rim.
There's Poythress over Robinson, and a chance for here.
So now, what did they say this time? We really mean it? This is just kind of a dumb exercise to even bother.
Ulis, nice feed to Poythress, who ran through some traffic. Didn't even know he was going to get through the traffic, I don't think.
6 on the shot clock, gets in the paint. Now 3 as Ulis launches, and Murray gets the offensive rebound. Kentucky's a great offensive rebounding team. They're second in the conference, averaging 14 a game.
Well, at this rate, they're going to get that at halftime.
They got 8 right now. Inside and 1.
Yesterday that he would be really depressed if they came in here and they just crumbled to the environment, that they wouldn't come in, they wouldn't compete, and they wouldn't fight. He said that's exactly what they did that first half. He said flat out, we just have to get out here in the second half, compete and fight.
The conference will certainly test them. ACC, big and deep and talented.
Yeah, they're picked to finish 7th in the ACC.
I think they're better than that. Nice entry, too easy. How about Ulis? Need some confidence, I think.
Here's Poythress off the catch. The finger roll is good.
And how about the nice cut with the tough, nice hands. Again, that time, Matthews.
Matthews playing for the injured Isaiah Briscoe, who hurt his ankle during warm-ups. He's not officially out for this game, but he hasn't played at all.
Yeah, Murray made a nice pass. His faulting hands. They're getting the ball inside. Wow.
Poythress aggressive to the rim.
Boy,
There he is up top from the free throw line. He's improved that part of his game. A little soft on the side of the rim.
Now, they'll give him that, I think, on a nightly basis. Getting the ball inside. Last couple of trips. Here's a third.
Poythress is just taking over. And it's that time he has 11. Here's Lewis on the reverse.
Yeah, nice help defensively. Lee.
Now Murray running the floor.
We need some stops right now. And Louisville, that is.
14-point lead for the Wildcats.
You notice all great guards. The ball gets back in their hands in the shot. Look at this setup. Empty side. An excellent shooter. We talk about his ability to put it on the floor. And they have mounted. Whoa, bring it all. Dribble, drive, heads. I think you got to stay at home on him.
Well, they've got Bates Diop on him defensively. Kicks it out.
Such a forceful player, Murray, though. Here's the guy that gets into the lane and he gets it to the right people.
Briscoe, spin, set up, Poythress.
How about that?
Last year, he's had 5 double-doubles in his career, 3 this year.
We are underway. Kentucky has the opening tip, the 8-time national champs and college basketball's all-time wins leader with 2,185. Here's Poythress handing off from Murray. Back inside to Poythress with the baby hook for 2. Nice start.
Bob Hurley was here last year with Buffalo. They were leading at the half. Well, that's a poor entry right there. Terrible play. For kids battling cancer, go to DickMyTownOnline.com, see the picture of the car, and get your entry in because we're going to sell those quickly.
That's a slick ride.
Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Poythress denied in the baseline up against Jacobson. Offhand, and he makes a tough
ways to play more physical, make an impact on the court when he's in there.
Top controlled by Kentucky. Our officials are Antonio Petty, Tom Henderson, and Michael Roberts. Kentucky has won all 11 meetings in this neighborhood rivalry. Poythress hands to Murray. Poythress goes baseline and takes it right to the rim. And that's pretty much an inside team, not a good outside shooting team in the first 8 games of the season, following the Colonel's turnover. Baseline, Poythress, and it's 6 now
in the country.
All 10 points are in the paint. 3 ball no good by Isaac McClone, and here come the Wildcats. Ulis puts on the break, and there's Poythress for his 5th and 6th. Knocking down the jumper is Buford off the bench. Bluford, KJ Bluford, leads the team in 3-point field goals. That was his 20th. Pretty move to the base. Can Eastern Kentucky do anything to keep the Wildcats out of the paint better than they did the first 20 minutes. And so far, the answer is
a tremendous game, and they had a great game plan for keeping Kentucky out of the paint. And you didn't see a lot of this the other night there in Westwood.
Poythress counted
it. You know, we talked about him hurting his elbow and struggling from the field against UCLA and struggling even a little bit now. Anytime you do something with a finger or a hand or an elbow on that shooting arm, that can impact you, even if you're able to play for a little bit with how you're shooting the basketball.
Ulis 1 for 5 from 3 tonight. Began the night at 27%. Ball almost seems like they're playing downhill. The court's tilted and as we approach the 3-minute mark, Kentucky by 16 in its first appearance after its first loss of the year last Thursday night at UCLA. Great penetration by Briscoe results.
The way they played against Maryland and how good Marcus Page has been. I think they're the best team in the country right now, but certainly it's close. There are other teams, Michigan State obviously being ranked #1.
Needs to get to another level, needs to get closer to where it used to be. Coach Alford feels they're headed in the right direction, loves the recruiting class coming in next year, ranked #4 by ESPN.com, and giving Kentucky all they can handle here tonight.
Well, when Steve Alford was at Indiana, nobody ever said on a scouting report, make him take jump shots. But what he's saying to his team is make Kentucky take jump shots.
Ulis gets inside. Beautiful feed to a cutting Poythress. A little bit strong again. Poythress, dirty work. The cleanup man is in the... Nice follow inside by Griffin. In amongst the trees. They trap Murray. Nice pass out of trouble. Poythress now. And Poythress being an athlete. Literally and figuratively.
My fault, Coach.
Coach says, I know.
He wants to get back in the game.
Poythress. Big time contact there, and Briscoe eventually got the steal. Poythress gets
one of those first-round NBA draft picks that came out of Kentucky.
Lob inside. Poythress collects and finishes.
And that's something that Coach Cal has to constantly tell players when he's recruiting them. He said kind of once they're here, they get it, and they understand it, and they trust him. But when you're recruiting them, to try and tell them, hey, your points may not be as high, your minutes may not be as high.
Minutes, and then how about Guerrero? We talked about he's been off to a slow start in his sophomore campaign. Finished his freshman year pretty strong, but he's been active. He's been playing at the rim on both ends of the floor.
By the way, we have figured out Jason Taylor standing and dancing with the stars.
Tight curl off that screen, catch and shoot. Nobody stopped Rillis but the rim, and Poythress able to clean it up. Corner three, too strong, would have tied it. And now Ulis will push. Nice job by PU getting back, building walls around the paint. Oh, Poythress. Lebessiere finds Ulis back inside of the freshman. Two-man game. Ulis for three. Big rebound by Charles Matthews. Poythress pays it. His hand hit on the release. No whistle. Somebody's got to tell that bank is closed. Ulis got into the paint, found Poythress. He's jamming again. And not necessarily to take a charge to stop the guy, but coming over to redirect that basketball. Poythress, oh my goodness. Country, but they're going to learn a lot from this game and take it with them to the next one and on down the road. I don't think it's just one guy that's going to get better. I think it's their whole team. Talking about getting better, the team will move to 5-0 tonight, and they're the #1 ranked team in the country, and they can get a lot better. Poythress is looking some. Poythress just battling.
Right up next to the screener and allow the defender on the ball to slide behind both players in what he called the retreat move so they wouldn't attack into the lane.
Nice slip there by Alex Poythress. And that's a pretty move.
Yeah.
Outside the three-point line. Briscoe with a good defense. And Poythress with a step and steal.
Get the 50-50 ball.
Man.
He's impressive. Tyler Ulis.
5 assists, a couple of rebounds, a career high 21 points. And what an assist.
And Kentucky flying down the court again. Murray can't finish. But getting after it is Poythress. Duke fans try to make some noise. Ulis baseline puts the brakes on, can't finish, and Poythress is there to help him out. Come tonight from Chicago.
And Duke had a little bit of chance to put a run together, and Kentucky just thwarted it. Now they've got the Wildcats have a chance to stretch this lead out. So Grayson Allen, Brandon Ingram combined 2 of 16 from the field. Not going to win doing that.
Shot clock down to 7. Murray trying to use the screen from Lee. Splits the defense, floats it up, and Poythress slams it home.
Are you missed their first shot of the night? Kick out to Murray. And Briscoe made that happen with the offense. And here comes Willis leading the break.
There it is. That is the move. Now
I'm just excited to see them go out and compete against a team that's just as good as them. So I'm
Duke's
really,
playing
really
well,
excited
even tonight as well.
Grayson Allen filled it up last night.
They have a guy with a good name on their team, too. I'm not going to lie to you.
But Willis couldn't get in front of Roller. Picked off by Willis. Poythress, who's checked in.